Slide 10, let's do it. We've got a table here showing us 4 different activities. We've got bowling, cinema, swimming, ice skating, and then a number of votes to maybe they're trying to decide what activity to do on the weekend or something. Right, okay, first question. How many people voted in total? So I need to add these 4 numbers together. Right, so when adding numbers together, you can use whatever method you want. Might be a number line, might be a column method. You might want to draw some things out in a book, do some jottings. Completely up to you. I'm going to show you how I would do this in a mental arithmetic way. When I'm adding numbers mentally, I always think of tens are key. Getting anything to 10 helps. So I know I've got a 10 here. The cinema is 10. Bowling's near 10. Maybe I can make that up to a 10. 7's far away and 14's far away. So actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to break this 7 into 1 and a 6. I'm going to put the 1 onto the 9 to change it to a 10. So I've now got 10, 10, 6 and 14. I'm going to put the 6 on the 14 to make it a 20. So I've got 10, 10, 20. Now I can add them together, they're much easier. 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 20, well 2 add 2 is 4, so 20 plus 20 is 40. So how many people voted in total? 40 people voted in total. Full stop. Brilliant. Okay. Getting them to that safer number of 10 or multiple of 10 just makes it much more manageable in my brain. Right, a quarter of the votes were 4. Well, now we've got to find a quarter of that 40. So a quarter is splitting something into 4 equal parts. If I halve something, then halve it again, I will have a quarter. So 40 halved is 20, halved again is 10. Let's just check that that's a quarter. 4 quarters make a whole, so 4 times 10 must get us back to the total, which is 40, which is good. 4 times 10 is 40. So 1 quarter was 10. That's not the answer to the question. Now a quarter of the votes were 4, or we look at our table, 10 votes were for the cinema, so a quarter of the votes were for the cinema. Let's write that down. Quarter of the votes were for the cinema, because 10 is 1 quarter of 40. Full stop. Brilliant. Right, fill in the missing gaps. 7 more people voted for blank than blank. So 7 more people voted for. Right, so I know my doubles. So this is going to be quite easy for me. I know double 7 is 14. So I know that if you've got 7, I know then that 7 more will get you onto 14. So I know that 7 more people voted for ice skating than swimming. There we go. Brilliant. Have a look at how you did. Did you get them all right? Did you do it in the same way that I did it? Did you find it out in a different way? Did you make a mistake? What can you learn from that mistake? Remember, when watching these answers, it's always best to reflect on what you did as well and to evaluate what you did. Was my way better? Was your way better?